Hey guys, Rocket Rob here, and I've been meaning to do this video for a little while. Basically a bit of a tips video going through what I believe to be some of the best tips in the game. Now, I've been playing this since it's first come out, or since it's first had that soft launch, and I've played this for probably over 24 hours now, doing a lot of it during that 24-hour stream where we played through the entire story mode. You know, I've been testing out different heroes, different trainers, different masters, and just really, you know, figuring out a few things about this game that I really want to share with you guys. So I'm going to go through a few of my top tips. So this is going to cover for both you newer players. This is going to have some great tips for the newer guys, but it's also going to have some of the higher level tips as well that I've discovered as well. So the first tip, which is really more of a basic beginner tip, is that you need to level up your Pokemon. Your all of your characters, all of your Pokemon can be leveled up. So if you want to be able to beat the game, yes, they do gain experience through battling, but if you want, you can. The best way to level them up is to come in here and use your items here to level them up. So you can basically bring them up really, really fast, and if you want to grind for them as well, in like some of the training missions are really great for that. But we'll get into that later. But make sure you level up your Pokemon. That's really important. The second tip that I wanted to talk about here is that you really need to unlock your moves and your skills as well. So, as you can see in here, I've got Feraligatr, which has some really, really awesome moves. It only came with Waterfall and X-Attack, so you've got to give it Mega Kick, which is a really, really powerful attack. Pick up the pace, which helps buff. So basically these extra moves are essential in making sure that your Pokemon work to the best of their abilities, because a lot of the moves that they have can help out the other Pokemon on the team or are really, really powerful. So these are really, really worth doing. So you do that just in there. You'll need items for that as well. You can also not just do moves, but you can do passive skills. Make sure you don't forget these. A lot of people do forget that these are a thing, but this is really, really important. So for instance, you know, Water Shift here turned my normal type into a water type move, which really makes it synergize well with the other Pokemon on my team. Speaking of, let's go to the third point. Synergize your team. So it's really important that you get Pokemon to work together. The ideal way to do this is to have one fighter figure, one fighter Pokemon. That's really your attacker. So for me, it's Feraligatr. But then you want two Pokemon that can basically complement that. So what I've used here is Dusclops, because Dusclops has the ability to use Unbreakable Bonds, which increases the attack of my Feraligatr. It also can use Die Hit, which gives my Feraligatr a higher chance of getting a critical. And then I've got Pilliper as well. So with this Pokemon here, it has the ability of Rain Dance. So with that, it will basically buff all water type Pokemon. So another buff for my Feraligatr. So guys, that's how you do it. Make sure you get one attacker and two that will support that attacker as well. What's next? So next up is get coins. You can get coins from a range of different places. The best one would probably be going into the training area and having a look if you've got the Coin Supercourse. If you've got the levels up enough for this, Coin Supercourse will give you heaps of coins, which are really, really essential. You can get them through other missions as well, but that's probably the easiest way to get them. And it's really, really essential in... I don't know if I can find it here in the shop anymore, but you really want to make sure you unlock the extra bar. So I think I've already bought it in here, so I can't show you it again here, but inside this area here in the item exchange, you can find a way to increase your move bar, which is really, really important. It lets you attack more and have more of a gauge so that, you know, when you use attacks, it doesn't run out so fast, which is really, really important in battles, guys. What else have we got? Evolve. Evolve your Pokemon, guys. It's really, really important to make sure that you evolve your Pokemon. So you can do that in the sync pair stories, which is another really important thing to do as well. Make sure you go through here because you can get a lot of gems through here as well. But guys, if you have, for instance, like a Pokemon that can evolve, for instance, my Totodile evolved into Feraligatr through Chris's sync stories, and there you go, Totodile and Croconaur's evolution. Make sure you go, it'll give your Pokemon a huge attack buff through there. So I think, what have we done? We've done 5 of them now. So number 6 is make sure you summon. So to summon you need gems, right? So sync pair stories are really good for that. Any new mission you can get gems from, and when you do have enough gems, you can come in here and you can actually summon new figures. Bit of luck is involved. You can also buy gems as well, so you can purchase gems there. But make sure you go in here, sync pair scout, and try to get yourself some good Pokemon. You know, at the moment, there's some of the best ones there. The Totodile. You've got what's this little one called? I forget now. But then you got Dusclops as well. Yeah, make sure you try to pull all the Pokemon that you can. I haven't actually got all the 5 stars yet, but I'm getting close, which is really good. And next up, yeah, make sure you take advantage of those free gems. You can, like I said, you can buy gems, but make sure that you take advantage of all the gems that are free. Every single day there are new events that come out, like those super courses that change all the time. So have a look, see if you can get some free gems, and make sure that you do all your daily logins, all of that, because you can get free gems from there too. Okay, next up is, I think, second last. This is the second last one. I've gone through pretty much everything I want to tell you, but there's also buffing your figures. So in an actual battle, like I was saying before, when you're attacking, you've got your 2 that are like supporting Pokemon, and then you've got your 1 who is your main attacker. Make sure you buff first. There's 2 reasons for this. First, it'll make your attacks much better and stronger and be able to win the battle. But secondly, it'll also increase your moves on, like, your sync move gauge. So basically, you'll be able to use your sync moves earlier because the buff moves are quicker to use than the other moves. They don't require an energy bar to use. So for instance, I would use my Phoebe's Die Hit, Unbreakable Bonds. I would use, on my Pillipper, I'd use the Rain Dance in there. I would go in with my Feraligatr, I'd be using the X attack, and then I'd use Pick Up the Pace before I attack with my Mega Kick finally. And then just go hard with the attacks. But that's pretty much it. That's 9 of the top tips. The last and final tip is ask for help, guys. There's plenty of resources on the internet. There's a Pokemon Masters International Facebook group, which is really, really big now. It's over 1,000 members on there. It's absolutely huge. Guys, I'll leave the link for that below. But there's also Reddits and Discords and all sorts of other places where you can ask for tips from other people. Watch YouTube videos as well, guys. That always can really help you to grow a little bit as well. And just keep playing. Play. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you got a lot out of it, and I hope you're enjoying Pokemon Masters. I'll catch you all in the next episode. This is Rocket Rob blasting off again. And before I go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and go follow me on Twitch as well. I stream quite regularly on there, and we do giveaways. In fact, we are doing one this month of a genuine Shikuhachi Pokeflute, which was made in Japan. Don't mind the green screen getting in the way of that a little bit, but this is actually made in Japan by a legit Japanese instrument maker, and yeah, valued at $50 US, and it's going to be given away sometime this month, guys. So make sure you're following this channel, and you're on my Twitch as well. There'll be announcements on that, as well as the Pokemon Masters International Facebook group, guys. But that's it for now. Catch you all later. This is Rocket Rob blasting off again. Bye.